You know, there are a lot of people on this planet who will tell you that you're not going to go anywhere. There are a lot of people who are going to tell you that you don't have what it takes, that things are too expensive, that living is too expensive, surviving is too expensive. There's no freaking way. If you have a talent or you have an ability or you have something that really you love to do, whether it's painting or crocheting or chalk on the sidewalk or whatever it is you like to do, music, whatever it is, there are millions and millions of people who will sit there, negative people who will sit there and say, you're wasting your time, get a real job, you're 30 years old and you have these ridiculous dreams, you're a joke, it's not going to happen. And there are people who are like that. I've met many people. I know people who surround themselves with these negative people. And there might be a part of them who's like, it's like, wow, I'd love to be a rock star. I'd love to, I always write these songs, or I always make these paintings. I love to have a gallery show, but, I don't know if I can do it. Maybe I've missed the boat or whatever. There is no boat to miss. That's the thing. You're not missing a boat. If you're alive, you can do anything. Look at the Scatman. He had his first hit when he was 50 or something like that. Like, Zanny and I decided 5 years ago we were going to do this. We just shook hands and we said, we're going to make our living making music and art, and that's it. Music, art, video, this is what we're going to do. We just threw ourselves into it. We didn't question what we were doing. We were living on a roof with $100, that's it. And, a month later we won a gong show because somebody saw us in the street playing music and had us in a contest. We won $20,000. We booked a European tour, and we were just so possessed to make this happen. And it's 5 years later now. We've done 2 tours. We've been signed to a label. We've released an album. The album's, been charted in college stations in the States. We're planning a tour in March of Europe. Like, we've done tons and tons of videos. We've built something up here, and it's basically because I took any of that negative crap or any of the doubts that I might have had when I was younger or whatever, and I just like threw it out and said that this has no relevance to me. Like, doubting myself is absolutely pointless. This is what I want to do, and nothing's going to stop me. Nothing. And I think a lot of people are afraid. And I think there's a lot of the way society is set up, and the way the fear is always being instilled in us. Basically, from the moment we're born, we're taught to be afraid, and not just afraid of the outside, or the boogeyman, or of the dark, or of black people, or whatever. But we're taught to be afraid of ourselves and our aspirations, and that's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. I mean, a lot of you will have something to express, a lot of you will have something to say, and if you have it, why on earth are you doing it? Why are you sitting there playing video games when you could be, if what you really want to be doing is writing a screenplay and making a movie that's gonna blow everybody out of the water? Like, there are no limitations. The only limitations are in yourself. And as much as that sounds like crappy pop psychology or some stupid ass self-help book, it's absolutely 150% true, and I'm living proof of it. So, I don't know. I'm really happy, and I'm really grateful that I have this life. I'm really grateful that there have been so many people along the way who've pushed us, and sorry. It really means a lot. I'm really happy, and I'm really fulfilled. And I've often ended up there have been times when I've doubted what we're doing, or I've questioned it, or I've said, oh, we're not big enough or whatever. And honestly, like, that crap doesn't matter. It doesn't even come into the equation, really. Like, we had a show the other night, and there was so much love, and there was so many people, and it was packed. And there weren't even a lot of our regulars. It was just people who came to see us because we busted on the train, or because they saw us play a few months ago at a wedding or whatever, and it was packed, and it made me feel amazing. I just felt, it felt incredible. It was like, wow, we're feeding each other. The audience is feeding us, we're feeding back. It's a great feeling, it's incredible. And the Sky filmed it, we're gonna put it online. You guys are gonna be able to see it. I'm not always the happiest person. I'm not always on cloud nine. You know, there's definitely a dark side to me. There's a dark side to everybody, and I know I have it, and I know it tends to pop up every once in a while. But when I sit there and look at my life objectively, I am filled with nothing but gratitude and happiness that I chose this, and that I just said, no, there's no backup plan. This is it. This is it. This is what I'm doing. And this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And that's a good feeling when you admit that to yourself. The door's there, all you gotta do is just walk right through it. And that's it. You can have anything you want. Anyway, at the risk of sounding cheesy, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I really appreciate all the love and support that we get from all of you. Because if it wasn't for your donations or your views or you sharing the videos or enjoying our music or going to our shows or any of that stuff, then we wouldn't be, you know, doing what we're doing. So, thank you. I love you. Keep on trucking.
Subscribe if you want to stay alive.
The hole in his heart, it's getting bigger. When he pushed me aside, then I pushed in the knife. Now the grass in the field is getting redder.